The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Well, you stumbled across your favorite show again. It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Two guys who have nothing better to do than talk on the radio.
I guess somebody's got to do it
on the weekend.
I mean, not necessarily true. There's not a lot of local radio.
No, we're very
you plug it out. It's always someone far away, somebody with I don't know,
or local radio talking to local people about local things and businesses.
I think that's why people listen. I don't know.
That could be.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always we have returning guests and maybe hear the same thing sort of kind of again, but you get to know them and then you have a connection.
Yeah.
If you need help, great, or just maybe you just want to go to some green parade or something. I don't know. Is there a green parade coming up, Tom?
Well, it turns out that Vince Christian is back with us again. You were just here last year.
Yeah, it seems like yesterday. This is the most fun I had the whole time.
He's the president of the Syracuse St. Patrick's Parade. And how have you been all this year?
It's been great. We've been busy planning the prepare. Yeah. It's been a busy few months here as we get going. We're in the final stretch with just a couple weeks ago.
Are you like Santa Claus where like you get done with the delivering the packages and then it's like, okay, only 360 days left?
It really is. We start immediately right after the parade. We start the next one. It's not like there's much of a downtime.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, Vince, kind of remind me and our listeners, what do you do full time?
So I work for an electronics company here in town, and I'm a logistics manager. I move things around.
You pick things up and put them down.
Yeah, kind of like that. I work a lot with UPS and FedEx, and we ship things around the world, and so coordinating a parade is
piece of cake.
A lot of moving parts there too. So
why did you get involved with the parade?
So my Irish heritage. I was brought up going to the parade. My grandmother and my great aunt. And I have vivid memories of being just a young boy going to the early parades and being down on Salina Street and then into the hotel to the party and stuff like that, 7, 8 years old and going to all that. And I always had that connection to the parade. And my grandparents really pushed the Irish heritage for my entire life. So I was always connected to my heritage. And then
is it true that no one else would do it?
Yeah. Then there's that.
That may have played a role. But then I got involved.
Yeah.
I got involved with the charitable side of the parade with the Hunger Project where we help feed our community. And then slowly took on more and more responsibilities and then was asked to become president.
Very nice.
Elected, I guess.
Very nice. So how do you take something that's a heritage thing and kind of, what else can you do to a parade to make it more exciting and, better?
Yeah,
each year.
For starters, everybody's Irish on parade day. Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. But what we really do is we bring in a lot of acts, a lot of musical acts. Mm-hmm. We honor people here in our community who've done something to the community. So we do that each and every year with our Grand Marshal and our gals.
Who's the Grand Marshal this year?
Well, the Grand Marshal this year is the leadership team of the St. Baldrick's fundraiser.
Okay.
Which is 5 people who collectively have raised millions of dollars to fight childhood cancer. Right here in Syracuse.
Is Chow Downey still involved with that?
Chow Downey is actually one of the 5.
Yeah,
Chow was the MC of the St. Baldrick's fundraiser every year.
Explain what St. Baldrick's is in case someone missed that.
Yeah, St. Baldrick's was an event every year. And they have some satellite events, but now they're in Syracuse. They were at Kitty Hoynes. And people come in and they shave their heads in solidarity for children fighting cancer. Mm-hmm. And just like a walkathon, you raise money to shave your hair. And so these guys would shave their heads every year, get pledges of money, and raised millions and millions of dollars. And they organized.
Did that wind down? Did they still do that since something changed?
So from the Kitty Hoynes event, lots of satellite events were born. The Kitty Hoynes event, they had a 20-year run, and they called it last year.
Okay, so that was it's still going, just not in its same form.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotcha. St. Baldrick's nationwide is still a thing.
I've pre-shaved Steve.
I'm going to donate. It's $1 a follicle. There'll be $3 donated to.
It looks great, though. It looks great.
So this year's parade, same everything
same size, or does it get bigger?
Yeah.
No, it really fluctuates.
I don't know.
It fluctuates. You know, we get different acts each and every year, so we have different music, a little bit of different music each year. Some people come back, some people don't come back. I've been pressuring you guys to put a float in the parade. I'd love to have you.
I was gonna put wheels on Tom. Push him down the middle. You know,
that's mean, but funny. No, I mean, so different floats come in and out every year. We do have some mainstays there every year, but it grows, it shrinks, it grows.
How long does it last? If I go to the parade, ready? Okay, kids, let's watch the parade. Go.
Yeah, it's roughly about 2.5 to 3 hours.
Okay,
that you're down there,
and it starts where and runs to where?
It starts at Clinton Square and runs down to the corner of Onondaga and Salina.
Okay, that 500 building, whatever that building is.
Right near the Salt City Market. Right around the corner from the Salt City Market is where we really end.
Okay.
And we'll get tens of thousands of people down there to watch the parade.
How many people are in it? Like how many floats or groups or what?
You know, there's generally about 140 to 160 marching units.
Marching units. So is Tom a marching unit?
He would be a marching unit, whether he's on a float or a band or
whatever.
One new thing this year we have coming down. It's kind of exciting. We have a balloon this year, so we have a big balloon like the Macy's.
Wait, what is it? Can you tell us?
Oh, it's a secret.
Yeah.
So those guys that hold the balloons, I was, those guys holding the string.
Yes.
Where do you get those guys? What a resume do you need to hold a balloon?
So it's a local business. As Advanced Media is coming out and they're sponsoring the balloon, and it's people all who work for them. They're going to be handling the balloon this year.
Holding it.
Okay,
Yes.
With a guy from the balloon company. I can't.
Try, Tom.
Strike two. Baseball season. Jason Smurl is one of our other honorees this year. So I slid into the baseball right there.
Very good.
Jason Smurl is our Gale of the Year, and he's being honored as well.
Can people still get involved?
Absolutely.
What do they got to do?
So you can register for the parade, of course. You can come to our Grand Marshal dinner, which is the night before the parade.
Where's that at?
Open to the public. That's at the Marriott in Downtown Syracuse.
Oh, very nice.
It's like a dinner or like awards or a band or what is it?
It's a dinner with awards where we honor the Grand Marshals and Gale.
Okay.
So that's the night before the parade. Tickets are available for that. And then, of course, come down to the parade. Be part of the parade.
Right.
And if you love it, come volunteer for the parade.
Let me ask you this. I would imagine this is on your mind, and I want to put people's minds at rest. How can you guarantee people's security down there?
Yeah, that's always a big question. The Syracuse Police Department does an amazing job securing all of the streets. So I last year got a first-hand look at it because I was able to get out there early because the weather was so nice. Right. I was able to get out there early, and thanks so many of the police officers for what they do. But there are hundreds of police officers lining the parade ground. The dogs are out. They're everywhere. They
so there's a strategy.
Yes, absolutely. They have a command post down south. I'm not privy to the strategy because that would potentially that would be a security risk if I knew it.
So he wouldn't even tell us the balloon, Tom. I think you're pretty kind of nice non-disclosure.
Because there's a lot of families down there, and that's important. Are basically all of the restaurants and bars participating in the day?
Not all, but there are some. There are some. That sponsor us, that take out ads in our ad book and stuff like that, in our program and stuff like that. But there are some businesses down there that cooperate with the St. Patrick's Hunger Project. That will be, if you go in and buy a cupcake, per se, that part of the proceeds will go to helping fight hunger in our community.
All right. So where do they park? Real quick. Where's somebody park for this?
Yeah, so there's a lot of surface parking downtown. I'm a big believer in over by the On Center. There's a lot of parking over that way. And it's easy
I like that lot behind the Armory tube that's back there. If that's open.
Yep, that's a little bit. It's a little bit tougher to get to sometimes, but if you're coming from that side of town, the west, you can get into that lot pretty easy. But use any of those surface lots along the way, and then walk the 2 blocks in.
So put it on the calendar. The St. Patrick's Day Parade coming up a couple weeks on March 14th. That's Saturday. Correct. And if you want information, Syracuse St. Patrick's Day Parade. Wait, say yes, right? I got that right?
No day.
St. Patrick's. Yeah. See, I blew it again, Tom. Why don't you read it? What's it say, Tom? What's the website?
I'm going to guess. It's Syracuse St. Patrick's Parade.
There we go.
.org.
There we go. And put it on the calendar. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me.